Hello and welcome to the Math for Fun, and in this video I'm going to show you how do you multiply and divide fractions and mixed numbers. Here we have minus 5 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 3. Remember that when we multiply fractions, we multiply the numerator by the numerator and we multiply the denominator by the denominator. And don't forget the signs beside the numbers. Now, the first one we have a minus sign, the second one we have a plus sign. Since there's no sign, which means that it's positive. So, minus times plus, you get minus. And here we multiply 5 by 1, which is 5. And the denominator, 4 by 3, which is 12. And that would be the final answer. Let's look at that. Here we have 4 over 9 multiplied by 7 over 4. Both of them are positive, so their product is going to be positive. But my advice for you is, before you do the multiplication of numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, try to simplify first. If you have something in the numerator that could be divided by something in the denominator, try to simplify it first. Let me show you how. Here we have 4 and here we have 4. So we can divide them both by 4. So if you divide by 4 and you divide by 4, you get 1 and 1. Look at the answer now. You will be getting 1 times 7 is 7. And in the denominator we have 9 times 1, which is 9. So you get it in simplest form, straightforward. Mixed numbers. Here we have minus 2 and 1 over 5 multiplied by minus 1 and 3 over 4. Let's keep the minus signs and work with the mixed numbers. To do multiplication, we need to change both fractions to be improper fractions. How do we do that? Look, if we have 2 and 1 over 5, to change it to improper fraction, we multiply 2 by 5 and we add the answer to 1 and we put it in the numerator. So we write 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1, which is 11, and we keep 5 in the denominator. Now let's do that here. We have minus, we keep it. 2 and 1 over 5, we did it. You get 11 over 5. And here we have times. Now minus 1 and 3 over 4. So we multiply 1 by 4, which is 4, and we add it to 3. You get 7. Then the answer is going to be minus 7 over 4. Now, we can multiply minus by minus now. You get plus. And look at the numbers in the numerator and denominator. Is there something to be simplified? 11 and 5, 11 and 4, 7 and 5, 7 and 4. There's nothing can be simplified. So we multiply 11 by 7, which is 77, and 5 by 4, which is 20. So the answer is going to be plus 77 over 20. But remember, sometimes they ask you to write this answer as a mixed number. How do we change that to be a mixed number? I will show you how. So we write equal. Now, take the 77 and divide it by 20. Now, ask yourself, how many 20 are there in 77? We have 3 20s. So multiply 3 by 20, which is 60. Now subtract 77 minus 60. 7 minus 0 is 7. 7 minus 6 is 1. So the answer is going to be 3, which is equal to 3 here. And the remainder is 17. We write 17 over 20. Remember, 20 should stay. And here is the remainder. Let's do another question. Here we have minus 1 and 5 over 7 multiplied by minus 2 and 1 over 2. Remember to change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. First, we keep the minus sign. So we write equal minus. Now 1 times 7 is 7 plus 5 is 12. That is 12 over 7 multiplied by minus 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So that's 5 over 2. Now remember, we multiply the signs. Minus times minus is plus. We keep it. Now look at the fractions. Is there something in the numerator can be simplified with something in the denominator? Yes, I have. Here we can. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Now multiply. 6 by 5 is 30. And 7 times 1 is 7. And we can do the same thing to write this as a mixed number. How do you write it as a mixed number? Write 30 divided by 7. Now, how many 7 are there in 30? We have 4 7s. So 4 times 7 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. If you don't remember that, let's ask ourselves. 0 minus 8, we cannot. So we take 1 from the 3, it becomes 2. And here it becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, and 2 minus 2 is 0. So the answer is 4 and 2 over 7. Now we need to find the quotient. We need to divide. Remember, division and multiplication would have similar process, except one more step. We need to do it in the division. In the division, we can change the division sign and make it multiplication sign, but we have to flip the second fraction. How do we do that? I'll show you. Now we write equal, and we have minus 1 over 5. Instead of divide, we can make it multiply, but 7 over 4, we make it 4 over 7. That's only the one thing which is different than the multiplication, and we complete the process of multiplication now, which is equal to minus times plus 4 is equal to minus. 1 times 4 is 4, 5 times 7 is 35, and the answer is minus 4 over 35. Let's do that. First of all, remember, we change the division to be multiplication. Now we write the first fraction as it is, minus 3 over 2. Divide, we make it times, and minus 10 over 7, make it 7 over minus 10. Now, the minus, if you keep it up, it's the same answer. The minus, if you put it beside the fraction sign here, it's the same. So, don't worry about the minus sign. Now, you can write equal. Now we multiply minus 3 times 7, which is minus 21, over 2 times minus 10, which is minus 20, and we simplify more. Negative divided by negative is positive, and 21 divided by 20, we need to divide it. Now, how many 20 are there in 21? We have 1, so 1 times 20 is 20, subtract, then you get 1 minus 0 is 1, 2 minus 2 is 0, so you get remainder 1. So the answer is 1 and 1 over 20. And remember that the sign should be positive here. Let's look at that. Here we have minus 9 over 5 divided by 2. You can write it as 2 over 1. Why? Because we need to flip the fraction. So we write equal minus 9 over 5 times 1 over 2. And now we multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. We can write it's equal to minus 9 times 1, which is minus 9, and 5 times 2, which is 10. And here we have minus 9 over 10 is proper fraction. We cannot change it to be a mixed number, so we keep it as it is, and we cannot simplify it more, so we stop here. Let's do that. Here we have minus 2, which is minus 2 over 1, and we keep the division sign here, and we change the mixed number to be an improper fraction to be able to flip it. Now, minus 3 and 4 over 5 as an improper fraction is what? We write the minus sign, and we multiply 3 by 5, and we add it to 4. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 4, which is 19. So we write 19 over 5. And now we change the division to be multiplication. So we write equal, we keep minus 2 over 1. Now the divide, it becomes times, and the fraction would be flipped, 5 over 19. Here we have minus times minus, which is plus. Now 2 times 5, which is 10. And we have 1 times 19, which is 19. And the answer is plus 10 over 19. Now we have two mixed numbers are divided. We have to change them both to be improper fractions. Now how to do that? Write equal. Now 1 times 7 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. So we have 13 over 7 divided by 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 3 is 23 over 4. Now we change the division to be multiplication. We can write equal 13 over 7 multiplied by 4 over 23, and we check if we can simplify. Now 13 and 7 cannot be simplified. 13 and 23, same. 4 and 7, we cannot. 4 and 23, we cannot. So we write equal, and we multiply 4 by 13, which is 52, and 7 times 23. If you don't know how to do it mentally, write 23 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 2 is 14. And we have 2 here, which is 16. So the answer is 161. So the answer here would be 52 over 161. And this is how do you multiply and divide fractions and mixed numbers. I wish you liked the video. If you like the video, don't forget to like and share. And welcome to Math for Fun. And bye for now.